Good evening, wonderful people, great Biafrans. I greet each and every one of you, wherever you might be watching from. I encourage you, the moment you come in, to share this program as widely as possible. Some of you might be sleeping, some of you it might be your morning, but one thing is certain, that the restoration of Biafra is not negotiable. That is to say that whatever the enemy are trying to do, whatever enemy is trying to do or believing that he has the capability of stopping the restoration of Biafra, we have to always work day and night. Because whatever that we have been doing before, this time around, we need to double it up. That is why I come with this message today, the 27th of October 2021, which the title says that Buhari government is obsessed. He's obsessed by the restoration of Biafra. In a sense that when you look at what is going on right now, when you look at the Anambra gubernatorial election that is coming up, you will see that this Anambra state gubernatorial election is the key. Because if you remember what happened during the time of IPOB and Ngige, that changed the narrative. And some of you might believe, some of you might not believe, that the changing of between the IPOB and Ngige, that is the preparation of the restoration of Biafra. That is why the Buhari government is doing everything humanly possible in order to do what? To make sure that they have this governorship election. That is why Buhari said in one of his recent statements, he said, I read, the President Buhari to Service Chief, nothing must stop Anambra governorship election. President Buhari has directed the service chief to enforce and to make sure that nothing will stop the Anambra state election scheduled to hold on the November 6th, 2021. Also, some of you can also recall that a few days ago, there is this famous post, which is real. They are planning to use the prisoners. Now, those prisoners are part of those people who have been illegally abducted during the NSAS. Those ones who have been, they set them up in order to make sure that they extort from them. They cannot be able to extort from them. They will kill them, harvest their organs. These are the people. But I'm going to come to that news. Let us finish this one. So I read. The National Security Advisor, NSA, Major General Babangana Moguda, disclosed this while addressing the State House correspondent at the end of Tuesday's security meeting chaired by the President on the 26th of November 2021. This is to tell you that this actually happened just a few days ago. Monguna said the directive was given following in the increased threat given by the indigenous people of Biafra. What is this threat that you're talking about, or they are talking about? This continuation of this sit at home. You understand what I'm saying now? This continuation of sitting at home, that is the continuation threat. And they are trying to let us to know here that nothing will stop the Anambra state election. Nothing. This is what they are trying to tell us. Nothing whatsoever. This is to say that whatever they have been doing or trying, or the way they rig themselves into office during the time of 2015, 2019, this time around, they are going to do it officially. You're also saying now, they are going to do it officially, trying to bring out a concocted constitution in the 1999 constitution. Because when we are saying that this constitution is a fraud, it is now that some of the people who are fighting for one Nigeria will now understand, because they don't read. These people, they do not read. You're also saying now, they don't read. It's very hard. Call any of them and ask them to give you or to narrate 50% of that constitution. I mean, only 50%. They cannot be able to tell you what content is in that constitution. Now, part of this constitution, which I'm going to come to that later, I'm going to come to that news. Part of that constitution is trying to say that the constitution of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria give the prisoners the right in order to do what? To vote. Now, the question that we're going to be asking, just a few days ago, they say up loud to the Senate because they have agreed that it's going to be electoral process or whatever they call it. You also say now. Now, they have seen that the people of Anambra, the people of Biafrans, have already determined and said that there will be no election in Anambra State. There will not be election in Anambra State because our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be in DSS detention while you are hoping or trying to have your Anambra election. You're also saying now, the worst mistake that they have done is to kidnap our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the worst mistake that these people have. That is, and I'm telling you that they are regretting it as I'm speaking to you right now. They are regretting it. You also say now. So they now bring out that concordance because the person who wrote that constitution is still he's still alive. He knows the content. He knows what he read. So they will easily go to him and say, Abdul Salam Abubakar, what can we do in this situation? He will not say that the constitution of damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria give the prisoners right to vote. Did you see how desperate these people are? You understand? Did you see how desperate, how determined these people are? They don't care about the promises. They don't care about them. What they care about is their political ambition. The president has directed that under no circumstances will anything be allowed to stop the election from taking place successfully. Are you hearing that? Successfully. You are in my land, abducting my brothers and sisters, abducting the youths, killing them, going house by house, burning people's houses because you cannot be able to see anybody to kill. This is what happened today in Imo State. It's taking place in Ebonyi State. It's taking place all the entire state in Biafra land. And you say that nothing will stop the Anambra State election not to take place successfully. The reason why we are making this analysis, the reason why we are trying to educate those people who believe in one Nigeria, ask them, do they know the 50% of that constitution? Because they know vividly well that the Fulani Janjaweed can never, ever restructure Nigeria. So why wasting your time? Do they know? 50% of that constitution, they don't know. So what are you talking? What are you talking about? What are you saying? Why can't you the governors, you call yourself the governors, why can't you use your life for a better thing for your people. If these people, this unknown gunmen, which nobody knows who they are, one day that they will now wake up, begin to look for you, or maybe your fellow political aspirant will look for you to kill you, to label it on the unknown gunmen. Why can't you find something in what we are talking about and grab it? Because Biafra is the only way. Biafra is the only way. There is no Jupiter. Nothing whatsoever. You're also saying now. Let's continue. I repeat, the president, of course, is already dead. President Buhari is already dead and buried in shallow grave. The president had directed that under no circumstances will anything be allowed to stop the election from taking place successfully. Under no circumstances, one of those circumstances, meaning that the deployment of the security agencies in Biafra land, as I'm speaking to you right now. What is the time now? The time now in Biafra land is 3 minutes past 9 p.m. Military, they are moving around right now, abducting people, going house by house, kidnapping our people, going house by house, killing our young ones. You also say now, they are going house by house as I'm speaking to you now. That is part of the under no circumstances should anything stop the forthcoming of Anambra State election. Did you see? In today, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is right now in detention, and this is the moment that we all have to be more focused. He said, the people has a right to vote and select their leader. You know, in Nigeria, they don't select them, they appoint you. After bambazuling your poo-poo, after bambazuling your poo-poo, they will select you, just like what is happening in Imo State by Hope Uzodinma, and the rest of them that call themselves the governors of Biafrans, or so-called Southeast. He said, no group, they are referring to IPOB, or no individual, they are referring to Ahamadike, Buruburu one. The only man that can give order, millions will listen to it. The only man. I repeat, no group or individual will be allowed to stimulate anarchy and chaos, leading to murderous activities. Do you see how they're mixing words? They have to bring what is happening in the Northeast, combine it with a peaceful organization, peaceful movement, like the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. They have to combine it together in order to give it that name, or to justify that name as a terrorist. Do you understand what I'm saying, my brothers and sisters? It's very, very important that we understand exactly what is going on. It's very, very important. Good question. Chinedu Chris asked a very interesting question. He said, why did Nigerian government want the same people they have proscribed as a terrorist to come and vote? This is a good question. Why would Nigerian government, because you proscribed the indigenous people of Biafra. You prescribe everything that have to do with Biafra. In Biafra land, when you are putting on this cap, We saw what happened to the veteran of the Nollywood. We saw what happened to our mother in the street. People that you proscribe, you want them to come and vote. So, let me continue. They have to bring what is happening in the Northeast, combine it with a peaceful movement like IPOB, and merge it together and say, this is the people. There is where the terrorist is happening. But for them to justify the killings of our young ones, the destruction of our properties, put it together and knock it. He said, no group or individual will be allowed to stimulate anarchy and chaos. Where are they stimulating anarchy? Which territory? About more than 3 states in the north is now being controlled by the Boko Haram. More than three states is now being controlled by the Boko Haram. Up until today that I'm talking, the Nigerian government have not proscribed Boko Haram as a terrorist. Up until today, they have been killing, they have been causing mayhem, but they have not proscribed. But the people who have gotten up and said that we want our own freedom, because this country have been on existence before even Nigeria came. You're also saying now, my father is older than Nigeria. My mother is older than Nigeria. Not to talk about my grandparents. So, what are we talking about? What we are talking about is this, that there will be no election in Anambra State. Because of whatever obsessed that Buhari government have for the for Biafran people. He went on to say that the president has made it very clear that the armed forces and all law enforcement agencies must make sure that the election take place. This is a statement from your Buhari, the person who is wearing that mask, that he have given instruction to all armed forces and all the law enforcement agencies to make sure that election take place. You also say now, this is the reason why they are going house by house, searching for IPOB members. When they go to your house, they see you, they abduct you, they kill you. When they come to your house, they do not see anybody, they will burn down the houses. This is what they are going. This is what is happening as I'm speaking to you. This is exactly what is happening. This is a live presentation today, the 27th of October, 2021. And as you are joining this program, the title of this program is that Buhari government is obsessed with Biafra restoration. And nobody, no Jupiter can stop the restoration of Biafra. Nobody. Nobody can stop the restoration of Biafra. Now we'll move to the other news, which is still working along the line of this directive from the so-called President Buhari of Nigeria. And this one now came from the Minister of the Federal Ministry of Interior, Ubeni Ralph Adesoni Aregbesola. The Minister of the Federal Minister of Interior, he said, if sit at home holds, is already holding. People have already on their own decided that this is exactly way in order to show solidarity to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And like I keep on saying, the majority of these people are not even family members. But because that when they tune on their radio, they listen to the voice of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they receive sense. Because Nnamdi Kanu said, come to Radio Biafra for you to receive sense. Whenever that we are preaching in Radio Biafra, the whole world stands still. Some people will hide under carpet to listen because they are learning a lot. That is the reason why we keep asking. I keep on asking, why is it that we cannot be this dedicated? Not everybody is dedicated to this struggle. Some people are just there shouting, "Okay, Biafra." Not everybody is dedicated to this struggle. But the question is, why can't we all have this same mind? The same mind that the enemy is using in order to penetrate in us. Why can't we use the same method on these people? Dedication. If we have been given this dedication, by now we could have got to this Biafran struggle. That is the fact. That is the truth. Because these people, what they do, whenever Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is preaching in Radio Biafra, what do? They will hide under their carpet. They will listen. They will be taking notes. Because Nnamdi Kanu say, whenever you are coming to listen to Radio Biafra, if you don't have your pen and your paper, then you are not going to do what? You are not going to learn anything. You understand what I'm saying now? Yes, Prince General, we are bigger than the Nigerian government, which is the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. We are bigger than them. Of course, we are bigger than them. Yes. They learn from our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They learn a lot of things. They implement it. But we, what have we learned from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? What? What have you learned from him? Because with all of these things, you will now see that they are even going more. They are making sure that this Biafra restoration never see the light of the day. But that very day, on the 21st of October, that our leader has come out in the court, there to say that yes, indeed, that Biafra is here. So I read, the Federal Minister of Interior, Agbeni Ralph Adesoji Aregbe Sola, he said, if sit at home holds, we may have to use prisoners to vote. Do you understand what I'm saying now? They will use prisoners to vote. Now, this is where you're going to ask this question. What about few weeks ago, when is this Sahara reporter or I don't know who said that out loud for the Senate that they have agreed for the electoral process of whatever. So, what happened to that PVC is a question. What happened to the credibility? Because in 2019 election, everyone know what happened. Open, clear. Now they are going to invite them. They are going to use the military to protect them and for them to vote. Did you see the reason why you must support Eastern Security Network? Did you see the reason why that whenever that a fundraising is being announced, whenever fundraising is being announced, as long as it is in that account, that official account that our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu You know what I'm saying now? As long as it's going to that account, you must support. Even if you go to Idu Biafra TV/radio, because the reason why we are making all this noise, as some of them will say, is for this thing to sink into our brothers and sisters. It is very, very important that we support the Eastern Security Network financially. It's very important. It's very, very important. It is very, very important. Because see what happened in 2019? This one is going to do it. And as they have rightly said here, that the president had made it very clear that armed forces and all the law enforcement agencies must make sure that the election take place. All the law enforcement agencies must make sure that election take place. All, including their alliance, because you see what happened. That the let me go and see if let me see the news. Let me see. You see what happened? That the warship came into Lagos. Let me read it. The war equipment is now completed. The second mission of genocide championed by the British and Nigerian is here. Nobody will doubt their preparation. They have been bragging with all their might and ammunition. Their ground foot soldiers, Navy and Air Force trained in Saudi Arabia and Pakistan are all ready to unleash their mayhem against innocent Biafrans simply because we are agitating for our freedom via referendum. The same freedom the Scottish control state and got it without spilling any innocent blood. The first was Tucano fighter jet, which arrived in Nigeria from USA. Now its British warship just arrived today in Lagos. Now, British authority that deploy warship to Nigeria are telling entire world the people, no man is God. British government are not God, neither they are Fulani slave. They are boasting with carrots, their arms and ammunition, but our own trust to Almighty Elohim. Our own trust to Almighty Elohim. Did you see what is going on here? British have now come out openly in order to protect their territory. Because if you remember, if you go back a little bit, you will agree with me that immediately the abolition of the slavery, power now given to every country that colonized who to seek on the affairs of political arena or political decision. That is why you see somebody will be behind giving the order. They will put somebody in the front. When they put somebody in the front, you'll be thinking that this is the person that is giving that order. When that person had it enough, try to make a change, they will assassinate that person. They will put in another person. Just because of what? Our natural resources, our God-given talent. Because they need us. They need us. And everywhere. Both human resources, they need us. Our natural resources, they need us. Everything. We are the most intelligent people in this whole wide world. Even if you are not educated, even if you are not educated, if you are not educated, your brain is already filtered by the Elohim. You understand what I'm saying now? And what you're seeing right now if we did not rise up in order to support Eastern Security Network, for us to make this noise, so that those of us in diaspora will carry on with our diplomatic work and journalists, for the other people to say, they will finish us. That is a fact. So we need to support, because they have come. And according to that agreement, after the abolishment of the slavery, no country have any right to interfere. It's like a family. We are their slave. We are still their slave. That is why worship, before Tucano fighter jet from USA, today worship in Lagos. Where are they going? Who are they going to kill? It is my brother, your brother, they are going to kill. So what are we going to do? What is our obligation? Our obligation is to do what? Financially support the Eastern Security Network. Keep focus. That is it. That is it. Because the British will keep on advising them on what to do. The British will keep on advising them what to do. Because British are the people who helped them to write this constitution. British are the ones who advise them. This is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to do it. Do it this way. Do it that way. That is why the Federal Minister of Interior have come out to tell us that even the prisoners have right to vote. The prisoners. So that is to say that you that is watching this program now, or that you're going to watch it tomorrow or next tomorrow, any of your brother or your sister who is in the prison, or your mother or your father, they are about to use them to vote. You understand what I'm saying now? So what are you going to do? Our gallant men, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I ask. What are you going to do? We that in diaspora here, what are we going to do? Everybody have his own obligation. Our gallant men know their job. You know your job. I know my job. Everybody have to put hands on deck so that we can be able to make this noise, create this awareness, and that is it. I continue. He said, I read again, if sit-at-home holds, we may have used prisoners to vote. Nigerian Constitution gives prisoners right to vote, said Minister Areli Sola. The Nigerian Constitution gives prisoners right to vote. Now I ask, in Biafra land, the people that you abducted during the NSAS, after the NSAS, even before the NSAS, the people that you abducted, you put them in Okozo SAS. The people that you abducted, you put them in state CID. The people that you abducted, you label them criminal. And you think that they don't have brain. You think that they don't know what is going on. So my brothers and sisters, this is my point. Eastern Security Network needs to be funded. We need to fund it, and the no campaign of no election in Anambra State, because it's coming very, very, it's coming. It's coming. So like I said when I was starting this program, that whatever that we're doing before, now we need to double it up. Even times 3. Even times 3. So that we can be able to get a good result of what we need. because these people, they are prepared. Imagine people who had warship, Tucano, and all manner of sophisticated weapons, including the banditry, Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, ISIS in West Africa, Al-Qaeda in Madrid, Hizbah police, all of them joined together. All of these people joined together just against only one individuals, one ethnic group. Only Biafrans. We stand only but with God. You understand what I'm saying now? We stand only by ourselves but with God. But these people have allies all over the world. Remember, there is more than 47 foreign ambassadors in Nigeria. I repeat, there is more than 47 foreign. I'm talking about African ambassadors. I'm talking about foreign ambassadors in Nigeria. That all of these ambassadors are working towards one Nigeria. So whatever contribution, it's a collective contribution. Then why can't we as a people do the same thing? Why can't we also do, why can't we do the same thing? Areli said, this is so because the enabling laws do not remove the right to vote from inmates because they are inmates. Now the question is, are they going to vote without PVC? That is the question. What happened to the so-called credibility and transparency election? Let's just imagine it for a second. What of the solution for the so-called restructuring? Is this how you're going to restructure? The people that you are governing, they say that they don't want. We don't want. You are fighting for restructuring. You are state managing restructuring, that you want Nigeria to restructure. And you are desperate to go after inmates because your constitution says that that the law do not remove the right to vote from inmate because they are inmate. So after they have voted you, then what happens next? They will go back. Or you give them job. You put more criminals in the street. Because once they are coming out, they will be more brutalized. They will be more hardened. Because what these people have done, what you have done to these people, once they are out, I don't know how they are going to come out, but I know that people are listening to me. I don't know how they are going to come out. You want the inmate to come out to vote. Because before inmate can be able to come out to vote, he will have his freedom. How they are going to have their freedom, I don't know. But you have said it, that they are. So do not say tomorrow, maybe if you state manage your DSS to go and break prison for prisoners to escape, you will now say it's IPOB. You will now say that it's ESN. We are telling you how they are going to come out. We, the indigenous people of Biafra, we do not know. But you have said it openly here that the law do not remove the right from an inmate because he's an inmate. So that is automatically, you're already giving them freedom. So if tomorrow they find their way out because you have given the hope. Maybe if tomorrow they decide to break prison. You understand? Begin to tell the warden and the police that we have right. We need to go and be prepared for the election. Do not say it's IPOB. Because you think you can be able to have everything on yourself. It's impossible. So how they are going to come out, I don't know. But definitely they are going to come out. Then when they come out, let them decide where they want to go. Do they want to belong to the people who have suffered them for more than 10 years? Or they are going to belong to the people who are fighting for their freedom? Now, I read represented by his technical advisor that is talking about the Aregi Solar. That the representative of his technical advisor on corrections, Michael Anuga, the minister, disclosed this while speaking on the sideline of the planning meeting on is not one of them. So the inmate right to vote must be encouraged by all and sundry, especially now our government desire more people to participate in the incoming Anambra election. That is why somebody asked here to say, Chinedu Chris, why did Nigerian government want the same people they have proscribed as terrorists to come and vote? Now, it's a good question. Because majority of the people in the prison are Biafrans. The people of Biafrans, those people who are in prison, because we are talking about Anambra election. 80% or 90% of them are Biafrans. The people that you have already, you kidnap them. The people that you kidnap them because that they are the indigenous people of Biafra. Because they are wearing a Biafran cap. Because they are protesting. That is the reason why you capture them. You put them in detention unlawfully. Unlawfully. You understand what I'm saying now? You put them unlawfully. You detain them. You put them there unlawfully. Now you want to release them for them to come and vote for you. So don't say tomorrow, because you that they must be encouraged. That they must be encouraged. This is what they say. That there are certain freedoms that the inmates are denied, but voting is not one of them. Especially now that the government desires more people to participate in the upcoming Anambra. They are going to be free. 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 Now I went ahead to say that Families Prisoners Interest Organization, CAPIO, organized the meeting with the relevant stakeholder to find a way to achieve the project. They're already working on it. So, my brothers and sisters, 90 or 80% of the people in prison are our brothers and sisters. That is to say, even this preparation of have been breaking a lot of prison, labeling it, attacking it on the IPOB. Did you see? Now they kind of say that na akan sifa abana fanon. You understand? Akan sifa abana fanon. Akan sifa abana fanon. They have now confessed. Nigerian government, with their obsessed towards the restoration of Biafra have now confessed from their mouth that they are the one responsible for all these prisons. All these prisons. Prison break here, prison break there, prison break here, prison break there. That they are actually responsible. Nigerian government is actually responsible for all this prison break. Using it as a justification to be killing our people, abducting our people. They have confirmed it here. Look at it here. It's here. It's here. Look at it. I can't save a banner for no. I can't save a banner for no. Please share this program. Share this program. They are now attacking this program. They are attacking it. Try and share if you can share. It's very, very important that Nigerian government have now confessed that they are the ones behind all the prison break that is happening across Nigeria. Across Nigeria, they are the one. And I'm going to do this program. I'm going to translate all the things in Hausa that I've just said now, because it's very, very important. Let me also tell the Northerners that any way that they see prison break, that Nigerian government is behind the prison because of their obsessed towards Biafra restoration. Because of their obsessed towards Biafra restoration. After finishing this program, I'm going to translate it in Hausa. So it's very, very important that you share, please. You share so that if you have any brothers and sisters in the North, share to them. Also, let them have this. Information. Now, part of the question that I'm asked again: what happened to the credibility, accountability, transparency, PVC, PZ that, PZ this, PZ that? What happened to that? That is the question. What happened to the so-called electoral process? What happened to that? Upon all the money that they spent dialoguing for that. Did you see? Focus your channel towards your ethnic nationality. Are you Oduduwa? Are you a Middle Belt? Are you a Biafra? Are you an Arewa? Focus your channel. Focus your channel towards your nationality, so that you can be able to achieve. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time. Because Nigeria is run by demented politicians. People who don't have brain. What they think about it, they don't care about you. They think about their pocket. Did you know how much senators are receiving every month? Over 30 million only salary. We're not talking about other allowances. That is why warship is right now in Nigeria. That is why Tucano. That is why Fulani terrorist military are in our land as we speak. Because the people who are ruling us, they are all demented politicians. Call themselves so-called Southeast, South. Very, very shame. And this is to tell you how desperate, as they are so much desperate. They are so much desperate that they can do anything just for them to make sure that this Anambra election, they don't mind spending ×3 of presidential aspirant, of whom they know that this person is the person that is going to win. They don't mind. If you know how much they are spending, despite the fact that DSS are going about killing their opponent just to make sure that APC come to Anambra State. and they target that this is an IPOB. You understand what I'm saying now? Joe Ibokwe have to allow his house to be burned for him to receive 380,000 pounds. 380,000 million. You understand what I'm saying now? Just for them to make sure that they label us and say that this is the people who are doing this. This is hard for you to know how desperate and all these criminals loot us everywhere. Oh my goodness. I pity for those people who are finding themselves into this one Nigeria. I pity them because they are the ones who are going to use their head to pay. They are going to set them up, they are going to kill them, and they will label it on us. But we always come out to debunk because this is an evidence that Nigeria has come out to say that exactly they are the one responsible for all the prison break that is happening in a Biafra land. They are the one. So I'm going to also have this program translated in Hausa. So if you also can be able to share this program, I will also love that. Salamu alaikum ya uwana kote ina da kake. Nkana Maiduguri, nkana Jigawa, nkana Niger State, Sokoto, Kaduna, kote ina da kake a cikin Nigeria. Kote ina da kake a cikin Nigeria nan. Ya uwana abunda nake ga muku ku saurare mu domin ku san cewa abunda muke so domin kai ka samu zaman lafiya. Kana jina? Ina son kwankwata muku abunda yake faruwa. Ina son ga muku abunda yake faruwa. Ku ji ku gani domin in kun ji in kun gani za ku yarda cewa wa'angan abubuwan nan da muke faɗawa ko kuma abubuwan nan mazin nan da kane yake faɗawa, ka gane ko? Za ku san cewa wa'angan abubuwan nan lallai gaskiya gare shi. Domin abun da yake faruwa babu inda kunnan za ku ganewa, amma dai kun yarda da mazin nan da kan ko ba ku yarda ba, kun yarda a IPOB ko ba ku yarda ba, wa'angan abubuwan nan shine muke so. Idan ka yarda a cikin mazin nan da kan, kana gane ko? In ka yarda a the restoration of Biafra, a to kenan ka saurare mu ka ji abin da muke faɗawa, domin wa'angan maganan nan da muke faɗawa yanzu nan shine zai kai ku alheri, shine zai kai ku alheri, shine yasa kai zaka samu abin da kake so. Domin sun nan ba su so kai ka fitowa a gurin nan, wa'angan wahalan nan da kake sha ba su so kai ka fita. Kana gane ko? Ba su so. Shine yasa muka ga muku cewa muna so mu kawo muku wata secret da muka discover. A cikin wangan secret din nan sannan ku san cewa ko ta inan da wa'angan abubuwan nan da yake faruwa, ku san cewa Nigerian government ne shine suke wa'angan abun nan. Kana gane ko? Ku san cewa Nigerian government su ne suke yi wanga abubuwan nan. Amma dai ba kafin mu ci gaba, akwai wata waka da na tura, kuma wanga wakan da in kana ji wangan wakan nan zai dinga shigowa wa'angan channel ko ta inan da kaka gani ana yi maganan Biafra. Kana gane ko? Ka bi wa'angan channel din nan. Kana gane ko? Ka bi wa'angan channel din nan. Bari ka ji. Mutuna mutani ariwa ududu wa de midu bedo midu mikowa de kowa ya zuma zuma love ya. Domi wanga Nigeria number mo papa sashi baba in the zama love ya. Domi wanga Nigeria number mo papa sashi in the zama love ya. Wa'angan da na ga muku yanzu nan maganan nan ya shigawa mba mu pappasa Nigeria babu inda zamu zaman lafiya dukkanmu kuji Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Interior Minister Ageni Ralph Adesoji Aregbe Sola yana ga ma Nigeria duka cewa constitution na Nigeria nan wai ya ba ma mutanen da suke a gare 'yan sanda out of prison wai suna the right so sa hannu a governor's election ko kuma a presidential election. Somebody a Anambra State a cikin November 6th 2021 ana so a kama governorship election amma da mun nan the indigenous people of Biafra mun ga musu cewa babu abin da ya sa za ku kawo mana wa'angan cuwa-cuwa election. Mun ga musu cewa abin da muke so muna so referendum amma da saboda sun nan desperate gare su sun ga mana cewa wannan mutumin nan the Minister of the Interior Ageni Ralph Adesoji Aregbe Sola ya cewa wai wa'angan sitatom nan da muke kamawa ya ci gaba a to kenan mutanen da suke a hannun 'yan sanda wai a cikin constitution na Nigeria wai sannan suna da right suna da ƙarfi domin su kama vote. To tambayan da za ka tambaya wa'ange abubuwan nan in su yi wa'angan maganan nan kuma yana a cikin wangan constitution nan to tamba za ka tamba don kaman akwai wanka bai yi sata ba amma dai police ya kama shi ya sa shi a cikin prison 5 years 10 years 20 years bai komi ba sai yanzu nan ya ga maka cewa wa'angan yan wayen kunnin za a fito da su da aka fito da su wai sun nan zai abun ga wai su zaɓa wanda zai zama governor din nasu ko kuma president din nasu. Shekara 5 yana a ciki bai gin maman shi ba bai gin baban shi ba bai gin iyayen shi ba shekara 5 yana a ciki. Kana gane ko? Sannan kuma wata dan boro ba alhaji ya zo ya ga mana ko kuma ya ga mishi cewa wai ka zo ka yi zaɓa, wai ana so a yi Anambra election, ko kuma ana so a yi Kano governor election, ko kuma ana so a yi Sokoto election. Ka gani? Shi ne waɗannan program ɗin nan muka taɗa ɗin na cewa Buhari government is obsessed with Biafra restoration. Kana ji? Bari ci gaba. Aregbe Sola ya ce wai abubuwan nan da yake faruwa shine wai saboda law a to kenan 1999 constitution bai yi cire karfi mutanen da suke a cikin gidan 'yan sanda su kama vote. Wai ya cire mishi karfi freedom of association, human right, kuma a cikin Nigeria babu human right. A cikin Nigeria babu human right. Amma dai right to vote ba cire shi ba. Kana gani? Wanda suka ce wai sunan wai su politician din naka. Ka gani? They don't care about you. Abunda suke care suna care abunda sunan suke so. Alujunsu, iyayensu da suke a France, Germany, suke kota ina. Amma da kai da kanka da kake kalle ni yanzu nan, ko kuma kai nan zaka kalle ni anjima, ba ruwansu da kai. They don't care about you. Kana jina? They don't care about you. They do not care about you. Bari mu ci gaba. Sannan wanda yake represent din nashi a cikin technical advisor din nashi ya ce sunan shi Michael Anuga. Ya ka ce wai wa'angan minista ya ce wai wa'angan maganan da na yi a cikin sideline lokacin da suke planning meeting da suke so kama a wata project a cikin Abuja poll right. Sai ya ce wai freedom that they are not denied is by voting. Kana jina? Wai an hana musu kome amma dai election nan voting wai wangan ba hana su ba. Kana jina? Wai election ba hana su ba. I mean voting. Sannan suka ci gaba suka ce wai yanzu nan wai Nigerian government suna son mutane da yawa. Suna son mutane da yawa da za su zo a cikin Anambra State election domin su yi zaɓa wanda shi zai zama leader din nasu. Shi ne ya sa suke so su sassake mutaye yan wayenmu dukansu da sunan suke a cikin yan sanda domin su yi menene su zo su kama vote. Ka gane? Ka san kai nan da kake ji na yanzu nan babu wani prison da za ka shiga yanzu nan ka ga Fulani a cikin prison. A'a. Ka taɓa gan wurin da ake prosecute bandit, Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram. Ka taɓa gan da kanka ko mutanen da kake gani a cikin prison da kake gani dukkansu indigenous people. Kana gane ko? Dukkansu indigenous people. Su ne suke a cikin prison. ka gane barin tambaye ka taɓa gan gurin da aka prosecute Boko Haram member? A'a. Ka taɓa gan gurin da aka ce wai an kama Fulani herdsmen an prosecute Najin? A'a. Barin tuna maka a 2019 a cikin Akwa Ibom, domin lokacin da ake yin governorship election a cikin Akwa Ibom, lokacin ma ake yin presidential election, an kama Fulani herdsmen tara da AK-47 da suka buga waya aka bar su. Ka gane? Ka taɓa gani cewa wa'yangan mutanen nan za su shiga a village din nasu nakunan ana kakkashe ku dukanku, ana kakkashe ku dukanku, ana kakkashe ku dukanku. Ka taɓa gangurin da gwamnati ya zo ya fita ya ce wai wa'yangan mutanen nan terrorist? Ka taɓa gan cewa aka ce wai gwamnati ya ce wai abubuwan da wa'yangan mutanen nan suke yi wai ba maso? Ka taɓa gan hakan ga? Tambaya na ka tambaye ka ɗan wana. A to kenan kowace prison da za ka shiga yanzu ka gan mutane, a to kenan wa'yangan dukansu indigenous. Ka gane? Dukansu indigenous. Ka gane ko? In ka shiga a cikin Anambra State, ko ta inan da za ka shiga a prison da za ka shiga a Anambra State, 85 to 90% dukansu Biafra agitators. Kana gane ko? A to kenan in kana da kuɗi, in kana da miliyan 10, miliyan 50, miliyan 40, kana so ka yi support Eastern Security Network. In kana so ka yi support Eastern Security Network, daga baya kaman gobe ka zo a wa'angan program nan gurin da kana ji na yanzu nan, za ka gan wa'angan account din nan zai paste din national, ko kuma ka je a page din nawa Idu Biafra TV/radio, za ka gan wanga account din nan. In kana da miliyan 10 ko dollar ko naira, in kana da miliyan 40 ko dollar ko naira, in kana da miliyan 50, kuma kana so wa'angan abubuwan nan da muke yi domin mu samu riban shi, yanzu nan nake maka magana, ka je a cikin Idu Biafra TV/radio Facebook page, ka ɗauka wangan account number nan, ka tura 10 million, 20 million, 100 million, ka tura shi a cikin wanga account nan, domin mu ne za mu yi faɗan nan, mu ne za mu yi wanga faɗan nan, mu ne ga abin da aka gama nan. A to kenan din kaman akwai yan wanka da yake a cikin prison yanzu nan suka tona cewa yana nan. Kaga kuma suna yanzu nan sun riga sun fara wangan arrange din nan domin su achieve project. Saboda menene? Saboda governorship election a cikin Anambra State, muka ce a cikin Anambra muka ce wai no election a cikin Anambra State. Kana je na sallame ku. Nasir Muhammad, sanda zuwa. Ban san ko ta ina ne kake, kana a cikin disintegration of Nigeria ko kana a cikin one Nigeria, ban sani ba. Amma in kana a cikin disintegration of Nigeria, domin na ganka yanzu nan ka shiga. Nasiru Muhammad na ganka yanzu ka shiga in kana da kuɗi kuma kana so ka disintegrate ko kuma ka taimaka disintegrate of Nigeria ka je a cikin Idu Biafra TV/radio akwai wata account IPOB account da yake a cikin wurin domin mun san cewa kuna jin tsoro amma ne mun ne za mu yi wangan faɗan nan in kana da $20 million ko kuma 20 million naira 100 million 200 million 300 million ka tura shi a wangan account din nan kana gane ko Nasir Muhammad na maka magana kai ne nake magana domin abun da Nigerian government suna ga mana yanzu nan cewa za su sassake mutanen da suke a hannun yan sanda prisoners domin su zo su kama governorship vote su casting vote a Anambra State to shine muka ga muku cewa kowayen da yake a cikin prison kasancewa dukkan su indigenous domin mutanen da suke faffasa Nigeria suke lallaba Nigeria a cikin Nigeria dukkan su folaye kuma ba mu taba gani gurin da aka zo yanzu nan aka ce wai I'm persecute wa'angan I'm persecute wa'angan I'm persecute wa'angan kana gane ko ban taba gani gurin da aka ce wai an zai to su waye ne yanzu nan za ga mana cewa wai su ne za su casting wa'angan vote din nan shi ne yasa wa'angan wakan nan it will be released officially very soon but it has a meaning. Just listen to it and this will be the end of the program after listening to this beautiful music. Watching coming again for the relation of Biafra. Mutana mutani ariwa ududu wade medube domi ko wade ko wa zama love here. Domi waga Nigeria number mo papa sashi babu in the zama love here. In the muki so waga Nigeria number papa sashi domi ko wade ko wa zama love here. Tepi wa gida jemmo. If you get the gym, yeah. Think about the time when you want to go home. Mbobini neche makanwero mweki obini cheta mazunam de kani mano chukunyeranyi. If any nine make it a chukunonyeranyi. Omaka kitu nyobona dizimebe Afra. Makiruna East, watanona sa. Onyobona nechezebe Afra. Makobuni cheki zenugwaosa. Nde meduba, nde Yoruba. Onyobona nechezebe Afra. Mwero wano nimebe Afra. Mana juju na junde de kan wike ngige Willy Obiano and the mekofo. Yi, kedi keme unu jemi hunu neme wena makatako no bachi heni ne aineme. We balo nande kanu we watch site na Britain banye Kenya, from Kenya to Nigeria. Mutana mutani ariwa odudu wade medube domi ko wade ko wa zama lavia. Domi wanga Nigeria number mo papa sashi babu in the zama lavia. Domi wanga Nigeria number mo papa sashi babu in the zama lavia. Tepi wa get the gym. Yeah. Now listen. Oto kwado kwalo soludo na ifanyoba. Kiti wada nkono neti leti kedi fatitelu ajojo makano bende njere efuze ni ihe ni na neme makanwero nwanyi mazunam de kanu bukonye ndu onye chukwu tere manu wesinye dubanyi ogwara Nigerian government 2012 sefa nebaranya mari ihe neme manu to Nigeria kwara Nigerian government nebaranya ka ha maru kwani ihe neme mana anyị je burugo flag blue flag mapụta n'iru ọgụ we na chonwelo nwanyi hapụta gbanye kanụ nchi ndị ọnụgọmi weta resident to weta wesị na ha gaga maka ihere mmanya maka ebe belugobelu nke si n'ibe ya mebe mutina mutani ariwa odudu wade medobe domi ko wade ko waye zama labia domi wanga Nigeria na muna kisom papa saji domi ko wade ko waye zama labia. So, I greet each and every one of you for listening and sharing. See you some other time. I still remember as a bona fide active member of IPOB and also an active financial member as well. This is a gospel that all of us must take.